Titanfall 2 is one of the greatest shooters ever made, but almost no one played it. Not because it was bad, but because it launched between two of the biggest franchises of gaming, Battlefield and Call of Duty. Yet, somehow nearly a decade later, it still achieves things modern day shooters are afraid to try out. It's no secret that I'm a Titanfall 2 fan, at least I think so. But each time I've played Titanfall, it's always been with a twist. That isn't what this video is about. It's about why I believe Titanfall 2 is still a piece of art that deserved to get a spot in a museum. This is the shooter that deserved better. I started up the campaign with the sole purpose of finding out what made this game so special to me. What I didn't expect was returning to a campaign that respects your time, villains with an actual personality and movement so good it ruins other FPS games. The real question we should be asking is, why does Titanfall 2 still feel ahead of its time? Titanfall 2 does something most modern games forget how to do. It gets to the point. You aren't some super soldier that already knows all the ins and outs of the enemy you're about to face. You're a simple, low-ranking rifleman. You're replaceable. Within minutes, your mentor is gone. And you inherit something you were never properly taught how to control. Or should I say you inherit someone?
Fuck you, pilot. I'm a noble creature.
Because calling him a something doesn't do him credit. If you've played Titanfall 2, you know who I'm talking about. BT7274. BT isn't written like a typical emotional companion. He is logical, direct, and at times awkward, but also incredibly funny without trying to be.
IMC search teams immediately.
Pilot, I advise against turning yourself over to the IMC. Voice pattern analysis indicates they are lying.
You don't think I'm that stupid, BT?
Undetermined. I will not know the full extent of your brain function until we establish a neural link.
And yet the game never tells you to care about him. It just keeps putting you into situations where you need him. The dynamic between Cooper and BT works so well due to the game not forcing an unnatural bond, or drama, or a sudden shift in connection. Trust is built naturally throughout the gameplay. What makes BT such a special companion is restraint. His loyalty isn't loud, but it's there in every part of the journey. In the way he asks you how you are, in the way he stands up for you.
Wait a minute. Lastimosa linked you to a rifleman? Understood. We'll get you transferred to a fully qualified pilot.
Objection. Cooper is my pilot.
How he talks about his fallen mentor, and of course, Protocol 3. His loyalty is absolute. We all know the three protocols BT lives by. Protocol 1, link to the pilot. Protocol 2, uphold the mission. And of course, Protocol 3, protect the pilot. By the time the game reminds you of the last protocol, you already know what it means. It means you're about to lose your best friend. And that right there is why Titanfall 2's story works. It understands that players feel more when they're playing, not while they're watching. Your connection to BT that you've built throughout the campaign is the backbone of the story itself. Without it, the campaign wouldn't, or well, couldn't be anything like it is today. And then the gut punch at the end of the campaign, making you question if everything you've achieved is actually worth it, if it means losing your best friend. Then there's Titanfall 2's movement. Okay, do I really need to say any more? We all know how amazing it is. But honestly, this is exactly why other modern day shooters feel outdated. Most FPS games tell you to slow down before making a move. But try that trick in Titanfall and you'll be punished harder than an Asian kid with a B- for maths. Stand still and you're dead. Lose momentum, you're dead. Don't subscribe, well, you won't die, but it would make me very sad. But once you stop fighting the movement, the gears on your head will start turning and you start flowing through the maps. Wall to wall, Titan to Titan, and from kill to kill. It doesn't feel like running anymore, it feels like actually flying, especially when combining it with the grapple and stim pilot in a multiplayer. After a few hours, going back to traditional shooters will feel like trying to move through muddy water while wearing shoes filled with concrete, as if you're a witch in the 17th century.
Looter 1, Viper's on station. Your journey ends here, pilot. The skies belong to me.
Titanfall also understands something many campaigns miss. Villains don't need hours of screen time. In Titanfall 2, you get their personality in mere seconds. These villains go by the name of Apex Predators. No, I don't mean those kind of predators, but these. Kane is the unhinged younger brother of the family, just like I am. Ash is honorable, until you piss her off enough. And, well, she has the coolest Titan. Richter is your average German dude when he hears Oktoberfest is cancelled this year. Viper is, well, goated. Clone exists. And Blisk is the leader of the unit, and only cares about doing his job and nothing more. They show up, they challenge you, and they leave an impression. No introductions that take years to get there, and no useless filler, just pressure. The combination and the variation of the Apex predators all makes them so great. None of them are easily comparable. They all have their prominent personality traits, set of skills and ways to challenge you. Every boss fight feels like a true boss fight that you work your way up to, whether this be the disc build up to the Richter boss fight or taking over the Draconis when Viper shows up. They fit seamlessly into their environment and into the story.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
The multiplayer builds on what the campaign teaches you. It takes the arsenal, movement and general feel of the campaign and adds real players, loads of customization and the ability to make the whole lobby scream at you. Just as in the campaign, movement isn't optional in the multiplayer, but stand still here and you will barely survive a few seconds. Every multiplayer match feels chaotic, but that's exactly why it works so well. It rewards creativity more than patience. Putting yourself across the map as a grapple main trying to hit that one juicy Kraber shot, or set up a satchel trap to blow up your enemies. A variety of weapons, grenades, boost, pilot types, maps, titans, perks and game modes ensures every game of multiplayer is different than the last. The replayability is endless, and as long as there isn't a cheater on your game, if you're a cheater watching this video, please download some kind of virus onto your computer for me. Thanks, the multiplayer is one of the most fun ones in years. But Titanfall had one fatal mistake, its release date. It was released 2 of the biggest shooters on the planet. Add to that the minimal amount of marketing and you get one of the best games to have ever been released get totally buried. But then came the server attacks. For a while it genuinely looked like this beauty of a game would disappear. But great games don't die easily. Players decided if the developers wouldn't stand up, they would. They made clients, allowing players to play on custom servers, not plagued by server attacks and cheaters. It even allowed the community to make their own game modes, mods and so much more. Players kept coming back, the community kept Titanfall 2 alive. Titanfall 2 may not be one of the biggest communities in the world, but definitely has one of the most persistent, creative and sometimes downright strange communities in all of gaming. That's what sets Titanfall 2 apart even more from modern day games. The lack of content didn't kill Titanfall. It made the community revive it. Titanfall 2 proved something important for any future games to follow. You could say it made sort of a blueprint. You don't need a 40-hour campaign. You don't need endless monetization and you don't need constant updates. Though they would greatly be appreciated, of course. All you need is a game that respects the player's time, a community that would do anything not to let that game die, and a well thought of release date. But even without the last one, even nearly a decade later, nothing moves like Titanfall. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I would greatly appreciate a like, sub or even just a comment about Titanfall. I'll see you next time, pilots. Bye bye.